Series champ, but he is not on top of the point score. Matt Bevilacqua got the win in round one ahead of Luke Cuff, and it was a sprint to the line there. Jack, one of your boys, one of your chargers, Jamo Porter in third place there. What's it got to take for him to stand on the top step of the podium?
Well, Josh, he's been doing plenty of work, but whether or not he's got the speed to go with the likes of Cuff and Bevilacqua, who looked fantastic in round one and were two of our pre-qualifiers, meaning they don't have to go through the heats.
That's the key. If you're wearing a blue rash vest, to get straight through to the final. All three of those men are here. Bevilacqua, Burrows and Cuff. They finished in the top three last season. Luke Schaefer's one to watch out for from the Coogin Headland Club at Kingscliff. He's a great young paddler. Bailey Johns has been solid to start the season from Avoca as well. Timperley and Williams round out our 20 as we go to the start. The boys are on the line and they are set. Jack, a couple standing back there, deciding to run to the left-hand side, the southern end of the line. Talk us through that tactic.
Well, the boys would have been watching the races previously, Josh, the girls' race.
Oh, Hayden White goes down in the centre there. Sorry to cut you off, Jack, but he has gone down and he doesn't look like he's getting up at the moment. Hayden White is out of this race, and the boys who've gone down to the left seem to have caught back up, but let's hope Hayden White's all right there as we're back on and riding with Reece Burrows.
Josh, all sorts of trouble there from White and still down in the shallows. So I think the first aid are making their way into the water to collect him. And Reece Burrows was one of the boys that made the move down south. He was on the southern end of the line already. And there's a shot of Hayden White with a few of his handlers helping him up out of the water. And it looks like a little bit of trouble with that left knee. So hopefully he's all right there.
Yeah, he looks like he's walking it off there, but his race is definitely over. Throws the cap, sends it flying at the moment. And that is his day's done. And Joel Erskine has hit the lead. The man in the middle of the field there shot out, and Erskine's leading this board pack out at the moment.
Well, Erskine is in front. Cooper Williams tucked in behind. Luke Cuff looking to make a big move on the inside as Burrows and Kenny, two of the better board paddlers probably in this field, Josh, seem to be a little bit behind, and it was Erskine who was out very, very quickly. Cuff now goes to the front. He's in one. Bevilacqua, surprise, surprise, tucked in behind in two. Erskine starting to move back through that field.
Yeah, the two sparring partners from round one, Luke Cuff, Matt Bevilacqua, they finished first and second there, but they're side by side now. And like you said, maybe that move north didn't work. It's Reece Burrows, Johns there, and Corey Fletcher a little bit further back. So at the moment, Cuff's gone to the lead. Bevilacqua in second, Erskine in third. Then just behind him, Cooper Williams and Isaac Smith had quite the paddle the way through. Interesting little technique there. He was paddling two arms side by side on his stomach. You don't see that very often at all. As they turn for home, Luke Cuff starts to put the pressure on, and a little gap opens up back to Bevilacqua.
Well, Cuff will be looking to make a move now. He opened up a gap around that last turning can, Josh, and started to lift on the runs for home. Reece Burrows still plenty of work to do there as Bevilacqua gets a lift back up beside Cuff. So man on man here in this board race. Our 1 and 2 from round one look to go the same in round two. Cuff goes back to the front. So Josh, this is going to be interesting.
Cuff just cut across the front of Bevilacqua there. He was happy to sit up, have a rest, let him go. Isaac Smith's moved into third place on his own. The rest of the boys are fading out the back though. There's a big wave. Cuff's got a runner. That runner looks good, and Bevilacqua's been left behind. He's cut left, cut right, and he's going to cut down the front and maybe onto a wave here. What about that? Luke Cuff, he went all over the ocean and found a little lump that may just get him the win. Bevilacqua's on a wave behind. If Cuff falls off the back of this, he's in trouble, but he doesn't make any mistakes at all. And one of the best board paddlers in the world has put on a skillful show for all of us. Bevilacqua was trying to hang on. They finished 1 and 2 in round one, but in the reverse order, and they will go equal in the overall point score here with Luke Cuff as long as he doesn't make a mistake. And with skills like those, I don't think it's going to happen.
Well, a fantastic exhibition of board paddling and run chasing there from Luke Cuff to show everyone at home just how you can do it. Not only heading straight back to the beach, or not heading straight back to the beach is the fastest way to do it, Josh. Going left and right and chasing those runs is what Luke Cuff did.
The straightest line wasn't the fastest line, but Luke Cuff gets the win. First place, they come up and around. Kobe Schultz has come from the clouds. Bevilacqua gets second, and the Kurrawa boys go 2 and 3. Kobe Schultz has come from nowhere. Ray Ward as well, so we didn't call him all day long. Whoa, Jamo Porter just gets there as Reece Burrows charges home. Cooper Williams, Bailey Johns, Erskine after being in the top few all day long, and Isaac Smith, the man they call Pup, has to settle for 11th place there. Cuff and Bevilacqua 1 and 2 as it was in round 1. Schultz and Rayward. Well, the young guns are coming for the big dogs. We go further down the page. Timperley, Innes, Malcolm, Smith, Frost and Fitzsimmons were never really in it.
Right, here we are, First National Real Estate Board champion Luke Cuff. The orange board may dominate out there today.
Yeah, that's right. It's been a little while, maybe a couple of hours since I got on my board, so sort of felt a little bit powerful, but you know, a bit sticky. But yeah, had a good race and ended up capitalising with the wave.
Mate, you've always been a form board paddler, but what I love about coming home then was the way you work that ocean. You know, you spend a lot of time in the ocean, and that showed today.
Yeah, look, it's really tricky out there. There's banks, there's rips, you know, there's right and wrong ways, there's potholes. So I really had to think about it, you know, take the stress off, make the right decision in the race, and yeah, I'm thankful that it paid off for me today.
And it paid off big time for Luke Cuff, but he's still, well, equal in the lead with Bevilacqua. 188 points. That's a win and a second place for both those men. Jamo Porter into third on the overall point score. A couple of the young guns further down, and we'll be back after the break with plenty more Ocean 6 action.